Hello everyone and welcome to another Bitcoin crypto analysis video. Today we'll talk about this week's news, what has been going on in the market, what are all the news, the most important news going on right now in the market. First of all, maybe you've heard of it, but the big EOS news is that the mainnet launched was delayed one more time. This time it happened because yesterday, depending where you live. So yesterday they had a vote. The block producers for EOS had a vote to decide to launch or not launch the mainnet for the users. Basically, what they needed was 2/3 of all the block producers to vote in favor plus one. So 2/3 plus one vote in order for the mainnet to be launched for users. But as you may know or may not know, they didn't get to that mark. They didn't get the 2/3 plus one vote. So the EOS launch was delayed. The main news here is because all the block producers had a chat and it was live streamed on YouTube after the results came out. And a lot of people were frustrated because they didn't understand why producers voted not to launch the product. So all the producers were explaining their vote and talking about what they were worried about and what they were excited about. But the main part is that no one gave a clear reason why they voted to not launch the product. So a lot of people were very frustrated and upset because it was very hyped. Everyone was excited. The price of EOS had started to increase during the day, the hours before the vote. And then when we got there and the results came out, the price started to drop all over again. And a lot of people were just frustrated because no clear reason was given as why they didn't launch the mainnet. Because according to the developers, everything is prepared. There are no major problems stopping the mainnet from being launched to users. So as you can see here, this article talking about that the block producer vote blocked or stopped the mainnet from being launched. I'll put some links in the description from the EOS subreddit where you can see different topics and different people expressing their frustration and just people talking about what they think about this no-go vote. A lot of people say it might be a good thing because maybe there are problems that have not been disclosed and then they don't want the mainnet to be launched with problems and cause bigger problems in the future. But other people are saying that maybe block producers are not prepared themselves for this mainnet launch and they're just trying to delay it as much as possible. But we are looking forward to the next meeting, which is today or tomorrow, depending where you live, at 1 a.m. UTC time. So by tomorrow morning, maybe we'll have the news that the mainnet will be launched or not again. So we'll get back to that tomorrow. Next news is that Coinbase, this is from Cointelegraph. So Coinbase acquires financial services firm to become SEC regulated broker-dealer. So what this is saying is that Coinbase, which is a cryptocurrency exchange in the US, so a lot of American people use this cryptocurrency exchange to buy cryptocurrency. They just bought a securities dealer, Keystone Capital Corporation, in addition to Venovate Marketplace Incorporation and Digital Wealth LLC. And this would help, theoretically, the company to get SEC regulated. And this would be good because then, first, Coinbase, once it gets SEC regulated, they can list non-cryptocurrency assets or securities in their exchange, so they can sell stocks, they can sell options, and this would increase their market. And by doing so, they maybe can bring people who work on traditional markets and maybe slowly get them interested in cryptocurrencies if you have all of them in the same platform. So this could be a huge deal for Coinbase. And then because the US is it's the largest financial market in the world. So if Coinbase gets SEC approved, that would help cryptocurrency a lot. In theory, obviously, maybe it would not, because a lot of people would see how volatile it is. But it is good news for Coinbase if they get SEC approved. And next news is that a report just came out saying that just in the first 6 months of this year, over $1 billion in cryptocurrencies have been stolen. So this is just saying that a company called Carbon Black announced results from their report saying that $1.1 billion worth of digital currency have been stolen in the first 6 months of this year. And this is just more of a pay attention piece of news, because if you're invested in this market, long-term, short-term, whatever it is, if you have an account in an exchange, don't leave your cryptocurrencies in the exchange. If you're holding it for the long term, buy it in the exchange and then send it to a cold wallet, hardware wallet, whatever. If you don't know what those are, just search on Google and you get tutorials. But it's a lot safer than keeping your money in an exchange and just trusting them. If you have cryptocurrencies in an exchange, do as much as possible all the steps they want you to do to increase security. So two-factor authentication, long passwords, safe emails to use, not email that you use for a bunch of different things. Use an email that maybe you'll dedicate only to cryptocurrencies, and for that email also have a long password. So do the best you can to not be attacked, because if you are attacked, then it'll be very hard to get that money back. So this is it. Those were the news for this week. Tomorrow we'll get back with more EOS news, see what happened over the night, and I'll see you in the next video.